I am on my way to a solo camp this evening. Just a one-nighter on vacation this week, and spent some time with Mrs. King Overland. We went down to some theme parks. We also went to the beach on Monday. Tonight I am camping by myself. Not a complete solo camp, because my dad, my brother, and my friend Jordan, whom you have seen before on some of my YouTube videos, are going to meet me for dinner. I'm going to cook some dinner for us. I'm making picanha, steaks on skewers over the fire. I'm making chips or fries, and I'm also making a dish that I enjoy very much. It is maple glazed Brussels sprouts. So check that out. Anyway, I'm on the way to the campground now. It is in Waycross, Georgia. It's actually part of a state park, Laura Walker State Park. But the campground or camping area that I like is the Pioneer camping area. And in the US, often what you'll see is that a state park or even a national park will sometimes have regular campgrounds, you know, with water and electric and little concrete pads for people to park on. Those are okay, but at this particular place, they're very close together. But in many cases, they will also have group campgrounds or quote-unquote pioneer campgrounds that are completely rustic, or pioneer camping areas that are completely rustic. No running water, no electricity, no bathroom. Now, this particular setup at Laura Walker, the Pioneer camping area, it does have running water, and it does have a pit toilet. And so if you don't know what that means, a pit toilet is basically like an outhouse. It is a wooden structure with a toilet seat in it, built over a hole in the ground. So it's better than having to go dig your own hole if you can stand to breathe inside of it. Anyway, so I'm heading there now. It is April the 20th, 420, people. Be careful out there. And I'm wondering how bad the yellow flies will be in my area. I just thought about that while I was driving up. So in Florida and in South Georgia, there are these biting insects. Some people call them mayflies. They're not technically a mayfly, but they have yellow heads and yellow bodies. And in my area, they call them yellow flies. They bite and they hurt, and after they leave you, you itch. Not very fun at all. So we're gonna see what those are like up here. Hopefully they're not too bad yet, but we're gonna find out. So stay tuned. Let's see, what do we call it? Ironman 4x4 awning extender. And I think I'm gonna like it. It's kind of cool. So we'll see. So I forgot my cot or stretcher. So I'm improvising. I'm gonna put my swag on top of that picnic table. Oh, I better put that up. Let's see how that goes. Okay, I need to get a fire going so I can have some coals ready to cook dinner. So I better get on that now. So this is a good moment to talk about safety at camp. And you know, sometimes I get a little grief from people that know me well about camping by myself, because I have been known to have an accident or two now and then. Not every time, but now and then. In fact, I got a lot of grief on a video. In fact, maybe I'll show a piece of it here. A couple years ago when I tested out my electric chainsaw by myself on a camping trip. But anyway, one thing's for sure, whether you're camping by yourself or you're camping with friends, everybody needs good first aid kits. So I've got some really good ones here. This is one that I like. It is made by an Australian company, and I met them down at the four-wheel drive show in Perth, and I've actually got either one of these or one like that to give away to one of the viewers of this video. Here's how you can try to win it. Just tell me in the comments the worst time that you needed first aid while you were camping, or it doesn't even have to be camping. The worst situation you ever got into where you needed a quality first aid kit. I want to hear about it. Just briefly tell us in the comments, and I will choose one of those that I like and send you one of these first aid kits. So make it happen. Excellent fire starter. At this point, we should probably introduce the cast of characters in this episode of Nathan King Overland. You will hear first the dulcet tones of my dad, Carl, or Swamp Man King, as he likes to be called. And then you also hear the voice of my brother, Joseph King, or Eatin' with Joe. Then later on, you'll hear a familiar voice from the British Isles, Jordan Smith, Borden's son. So I'll try to put their name. In fact, I'll put a picture right here so you'll see who is who. But much of the talking is off camera, and I'm gonna have to listen closely to play music over some of the conversation, lest some parties that should not be named are named on a public video. But it was a lot of fun chatting with the guys. We talked about all kinds of stuff, and frankly, when I'm with that group, sometimes it's hard to get a word in edgewise. Love you guys.
A mystery company talking to the city about building a 720 million square foot building. That sounds pretty big, don't it?
It sounds like impossibly big. I bet it was 720,000. I don't think it's 720 million. Work that out. How big is that?
I don't know, but
it's 17 stories tall.
Your little old food lines is 60,000 square feet usually.
So just think of it, 100 of those would be 6 million square feet, right?
I guess you do that.
Right.
I ain't been drinking,
or
but I still don't feel like doing the math.
600,000 square feet. My math's not good right now either.
Oh, we're in the group.
All right.
No, because if it was 6,000, it'd be 600. So yeah, so 160,000 square feet would be 6 million. Where did I put that stuff? That can't be out in sunlight.
Sorry, I
All
didn't.
I know is where they say they're building it. You got a hand broom?
Hand broom? No. You talking about for that sand?
Oh, I'm gonna sit
That's
down.
from the
I've been
beach.
working my ass.
I didn't even realize it till today.
See any wildlife yet?
Not yet.
You out here by yourself? You might have deer walk through here tonight.
Oh, they did it whenever we were
brought
here.
me some corn.
They weren't even scared of us when we were here. He's borrowing his wife's reading glasses.
No, well, what it is, he bought them off them dollar racks. He didn't care. He didn't pay attention if it's male or female. He had woman glasses on.
They were zebra print on the outside, pink lined on the inside.
I'm trying something.
Trying something.
Yep. That's all the fat I trimmed off a brisket last week.
Oh, you gonna render it down?
I'm trying to. I got some oil to
So-
go with it. We're gonna make French fries in it.
So when I helped butcher a pig up in Washington State, that was fun. That was a fun day.
It was.
They put me on the sausage grinder.
So that you got to throw everything,
And
the lips in the buttholes and all that.
no, it actually is not. So like hiding for it.
Look how high that sun is before fall.
Yeah. He's got to have good lighting
I
for
wish
it.
he stayed on standard time.
This thing's not gonna leak condensation. You know, like I will put my swag in because I forgot my expression. Like, and then it'll be all right. You gotta work real hard.
You gonna sleep on the picture?
I forgot my cot.
You got some back there?
No, I got my swag. It's got a thing built into it. It's a little one-person tent.
I can't sleep on the ground.
I can, but I like to be off the ground, and I like to be able to sit when I get in it, rather than.
That's gonna be hard right
It's got that much foam in it.
there.
Foam.
Is that long enough? I know, but
Yeah.
is that long enough to keep your feet from hanging off the top?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll set it up in a little bit.
Buddy of mine, we must have been like 6th grade. He said, Carl, come over to my house. We're going to camp out. And that's the first time I ever seen a sterno stove. He cooked with some eggs on a sterno.
That's
with
cool.
a little can of stuff.
Yeah.
He thought he was doing something.
That's
you know.
fun.
His daddy was a lawyer in Waycross, so he's a little poor rich kid.
Oh, they're very popular and very famous. There's two of them. There's two of them in Jacksonville.
We got one called LL Creek. I ain't been there yet.
I'll get Jordan to explain it to you when he comes. He loves them.
And I went over there and I'm doing like this. And I'm walking up before I could even, so I opened the truck to look for the clicker, and I can't find the clicker. Next thing I know, here comes the door coming up. He said, what are you up to? I said,
oh, he was home?
I was coming over here to see if I could get a free beer. He said, well, come on. So Ashley was gone.
Here he comes.
And they finally got back from Costco, then I left. We sit on the porch and drink a beer together and talk. I forget what brand of beer he get. He's always got, like Tommy Roy, he's always got odd flavored beers. So,
You have more?
Not at all. Jennifer had spring break off Monday. We did some stuff around the house. I was planting grass seed for Shell, and we went to the beach in the afternoon.
Oh.
And Tuesday morning we drove down and went to the Animal Kingdom with Shelby, Terry, Lena, and Elena.
Oh,
that was
nice.
fun to see it. It was fun to go with a little kid, you know, see
Yeah.
the eyes of a kid again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? We're gonna have to do some music covers on this video.
Here's the thing about that is, why was she so upset though?
I don't know.
Although they kind of had a pact that he didn't keep. Cultivate, whatever it is.
this girl got out of law school, fell in love with this guy in the country of.
So I was busy cooking and I didn't pay attention, and by the time I got to the steak, this was all that was left. It's okay. I'm glad it was enjoyed. Well, there were a lot of other things that I could have shown in this video, but it's getting kind of long. The cold oil chips turned out great. The steak was delicious. The chimichurri was fantastic. I love those Brussels sprouts. I hate them any other way, but you cook them like I did and they're fantastic. Let me give a shout out and a special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon. James Wood, Steve Soloviev, T. Rizzle, The Lazy Overlander, Josh Wolf, Lawrence Bourne, Adam Waters, Harry Fisher of Fire to Fork, and of course Fred the Bush Pup. Thanks for your support. If you want to find out how you can support me on Patreon, go check it out. Thanks a lot.